Brother swinging that sword today.
It says deceit, treachery.
Hey, didn't the brother read that earlier? That they didn't deal treacherously with thee, but once you cease to do it, they gonna deal treacherously. Because the Lord gonna put in the Russians to have an evil thought. And hey, you don't shoot them missiles on your
Going
ass.
back
Not
to
just
his-
them, but the heathen nations that's in conglomerates with the Russians and even their own allies gonna shoot their ass.
Going back to his true nature, which is being a devil, going back to deception.
That's right.
That's just the whole shit this nigga operates under. Right.
Man, hey, and he's that serpent again because the serpent nose is weak as hell, and it waits, and then it waits for the vibration to be right.
Yep. Right.
Once it's right, and they know that the animal that is about to strike has no idea, get you.
Hey, the leopard is an ambush predator.
Hey, there it is. See, that's the head of this beast system moves swiftly, blends in. Then he's that serpent again. He gets you on the right vibration. Hey, and then the eagle is swift.
Yeah, that damn leopard then followed you for 18 miles. You didn't even know it.
Hey, like on Apocalypto, he's in that tree. That jackal right there. What is that? Like, oh,
Who was in like the jungle in Brazil or some shit? He was like taking a selfie, and there was a
seen
jaguar
it
right
was,
behind him.
Man,
He was like, oh!
Hey, and then there was another one of this dude in like India. He hit the corner fast, and that leopard, that jaguar was on the wall, like chasing his ass. Oh, that village? Yeah, like he's through. So
That nigga was going in the
go ahead.
In the Strong's definition, it says, in a sense of deceiving, fraud, craft.
Get that word.
Fraud. This
Right
devil
there.
is the king
Go
of
right
fraud.
there.
Okay.
Read the different
With
words.
some paperwork.
Yep, it says.
All this
It
paperwork
says
is fraud.
deceit.
And he cooked them in the
Hey, Shema, bro.
It says deceit, deceitful, deceitfully,
False,
false, guile.
Didn't pause and say, he said, hey, as the serpent beguiled Eve, don't be fucking deceived. If a brother can get that, don't be swindled by this dude.
Trickery.
As Eve was beguiled by the serpent, well, you were not, told these stupid ass women they was equal, but now war is coming. He didn't tell you about that. That your ass was gonna be sent over there in the fucking draft.
Yeah, that definition for guile is treacherous cunning or skillful deceit.
Skillful deceit. Sorcery. It's sorcery, man. But that's what it is. It's on your fucking idiot box, all type of shit. The psyop that he's out here spreading. The media. And the pharmakia to have your mind all
It's
messed
all
up.
working together.
It goes back into that subterfuge too, which Kasaja was bringing out a while back, which is basically that deceit. It's a whole fucking system based off deception.
Yeah, they want to keep you in.
They're
Go
going to
ahead.
deceive you into taking that chip.
Yep.
They were deceived. Right?
And they got their fraudulent paperwork to back it up. Oh, well, this is a mandate.
FDA approved. And the spiritual leaders of the world agree with it.
They agree with it. But you Christians though, y'all followers of the Messiah. What would the Messiah do? He wouldn't get down with this, man. It's off, for one. Then you gotta lie to the people to get them to take it. It's off, man. Thou shalt not lie.
Right.
Go ahead,
It says feigned.
Feigned. Then you go into that word feigned. What that mean to be like fake as hell. You fake as hell.
Duplicitous.
You fake. Yep. Con.
Craft,
Subtlety. And it said that the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Go ahead.
It says treachery.
Ooh, treachery. Like, cause when you feel like, ain't like my man Julius Caesar and shit when he was getting stabbed up. Remember that dude Brutus? Like, you threw my son, Brutus. Like he felt betrayed. Like what the fuck? Like you get, like Jon Snow and shit. For the what? For the what? Just getting stabbed on all sides. You people gonna feel like that when this devil finally gets you where you at. Why would you do this?
Who would pity a charm?
Too late, Who would pity a charm? Like that old Gadite, with the saying, that folklore. I nursed you back to health, snake, serpent. Why'd you bite me? Bitch, I'm a snake. That's all I do. But that was it, God. Hey, let's go back to that Revelation. Get it.
This Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood.
And that's our people, because the main ones that was forcing our people during the time of Antiochus to do it and shit. And then they wanted Eleazar, the older man, well, just pretend you did it and shit. You ain't got to do it, just pretend and shit. And he's like, no, I ain't about to do that. And then Matthias, they came to his town, and the dude was sacrificing the swine on the altar, and he was like shooken with the zeal. Slew that motherfucker, man. It's gonna come to that. You niggas, it's you niggas, man. Cause this devil know that, well, I can't shit. They don't trust me and shit. Yo, let's go, Brandon. Let me send a nigga that look like them, and they'll get it. You know? And our apostles been saying they ain't gonna use your celebrities and weak ass clown ass niggas, man. So, man,
They lining up already.
oh, go ahead.
Real quick, this is 1 Maccabees 1 and verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
And they always say that with the damn president, like, he's like, I'm the president, not for the Republican Americans and the Democrats, but for all Americans, all that crap. They want all the people to become one. Not one like, hey, I'm equal to you or you me. They just using that as a side to get you dummies into that, but they want you one in a system.
The internet of bodies.
Internet of bodies. That's funny, man. Go ahead.
It says, and everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agree.
Then they agree off top, because Psalm 83, they in a confederacy against our people. See? But then they in cahoots, they get fucked over. I don't know, reservoir dogs and shit. That's what's gonna happen. The Lord's like, okay, I'm setting y'all, I'm gonna use your own craft against you. I'm gonna use what you doing against your own self.
According to the commandment or mandate of the king, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
Because you fucking scary, man.
Just go in and do it.
Why?
Just do it.
What we gonna get out of it?
Sounds familiar.
You know
Why?
what? Just take it.
Yeah.
I took it.
Sounds familiar.
Can't
Why?
join stupid ass.
Yeah.
Can't
Why?
join them.
Hey, can a brother
Right.
get? We're keep going.
And sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath.
You sacrifice unto idols and you profaning the Sabbath, which just ended, you know. But these niggas was profaning the Sabbath. And then what is gonna fall on the Sabbath? That these niggas gonna profane the Sabbath. You niggas, man.
It says, for the king has sent letters by messengers into Jerusalem.
Yeah, y'all gotta get it done
Right.
or off with your head, you through.
Hey,
So-
speaking of Jerusalem, that One World Religion headquarters opens up next year.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, you see?
Which was part of their Grand Master Plan. That one world religion, one world conservation bank.
That's the master plan.
Hey, and sending letters is also likened into these little promos and shit they get celebrities to do. Take the jab, take the chip.
And then they sending it to these different business and jobs.
Right.
It was the larger corporations now is going to trickle down to the smaller businesses. Go ahead,
In cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
So, hey, to the cities of Judah, well, you want to eat, right? Shit, hey, you know, the crime.
You got a family, right?
Yeah.
You got kids.
You know,
gonna take-
hey, for them, and you know,
You want to eat, don't you?
jump to the
Lord
point
can't
where Israel was slain. It was 1,000, but then Mattathias and the men was like, well, if we did as our brothers have done, then we gonna be wiped out. Yeah, it's in the second chapter. Once you
start from the top.
now you can go to the point, and then you got that revelation, right? Is any brother holding the precept?
Yeah, I got some.
Go ahead, Doc.
This is Job 14 and 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
So the Lord has numbered this man's kingdom, has brought it to an end, but only the Lord, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh knows the day this man is going to go down, and that's the day that he tells Yahweh Shai, he leap off the throne, into a land of destruction. Man. Hey, like the Elder Wanzai used to say, at the height of confusion, war, everything. That's the last thing people gonna expect. Is the Lord to come, crack the sky,
An invasion.
Woo! He's gonna be mounted on that chariot. Go ahead, up.
One realm against another.
Job back 14 and 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
That's right.
This is, we're telling you all the things that are going on, right? He's trying to do this, he's trying to do that. The Lord's saying, I got him. I got him.
He's gonna foil.
He's gonna foil. He gonna foil. He's gonna fall. So just he's gonna fold. Yeah, like he's gonna fold. Just chill.
That's right.
Just fucking chill. Just come back to the Lord. Come back home. I'm gonna take care of you.
Hey, this brother's whole point. The scripture saying when he's about to fill his belly, that's when the Lord's going to rain upon him. So he's
That's
not
right.
going to fulfill his plan 100%, man.
right.
It's not going to happen.
That's
It's
right.
not written that way.
That's right.
You know? So no matter how scary it seems or how hopeless it seems through the spirit, just know this man is going to be confounded, man.
That's right.
You know, the Lord is going to take care of his. You know, regardless of what happens around us, just as we brought out earlier in ancient Egypt, when the Egyptians was going through that hell, okay, Israel was kept out of it, man. The same thing's going to happen this time with the Lord's elect. The hell's going to be around us. We're going to see it. We're going to be a part of it, but we're going to be preserved through it, man.
That's right.
You know, you got to have that faith.
That's right, brother.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to you if the Lord is for you. Nothing is gonna befall you.
That's right.
So you got to, let's get back to that revelation. Close even on out. Start. Oh yeah, start from the top. Verse 2.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 2. And it reads, And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Bam, that's the point. That's the feet of a bear. Right? So the leopard represented Greek Empire spearheaded by Alexander. That's the beginning of this beast system. Even in Maccabees it says when they rose up, it said wickedness was multiplied in the earth. When Esau rose to power, wickedness multiplied in the earth. How much more now?
That's right.
When he has the whole compass of the earth under his power.
You think the UN made that statue for shits and giggles, man? Hey, that's a sign, bro. They don't do anything by coincidence. Everything is calculated with Esau. You know, they made that statue look like that for a reason.
And it says the feet. It says the feet represents the ending of a thing. And then it goes into the nuclear arms race that they had with the Russians after World War II. That's because it's the end. They know, okay, it's the war to end all wars, right? Everybody knew about that. They didn't know how it was going to come. And it says the East versus the West, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Western nations with Babylon versus the East. Russia's headed in the East. And it says, but it represents Russia, the bear. Because you look at the flag or the animalistic symbol of Russia is what?
It's a bear.
A bear. Now, a bear is a solo hunter, is always on his own. But if you come up against it, it's gonna fuck you up. And it's gonna maul you to death. And it can sense you miles out. It don't even have to be next to you, it knows where you are.
Miles out.
You know? So it knows. Right? And that's the end of this beast system, spearheaded by Alexander for the Edomites. The end of their system is gonna come through them by way of the Russians. And that's the king of the Medes that the Lord is raising up,
Which are also Edomites.
which are also Edomites, assembly of great nations to destroy this horde. Go ahead, Al.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Now the mouth represents Great Britain, right? Which controls Washington, right? They run the economic arm of the beast. That's what's financing all their wars and all that shit, man.
Hey,
Wars.
wasn't there a Brexit?
Yeah, and then they broke up. So, but that's a part of the prophecy in Daniel. It said that it's going to be partly strong and partly weak, right? Go ahead, huh?
It says, and the dragon gave him his power.
Now read that part again, just mouth.
Okay. And his mouth as the mouth of a lion,
Right?
and the dragon.
And the mouth as the mouth of a lion, which is Great Britain, and it controls Washington. They run the economic arm of the beast system. So all the wars from the Korean War to the War of Kosovo and Vietnam War and all these different wars where they would rain in destruction from the air. They had air superiority over all them wars, which is all bankers' wars, to gain control and to combat Russia. And Russia was up there as an arms race from that time on down to almost the late 80s, and that's when the USSR collapsed. And then NATO thinks that Russia is the same USSR in the late 80s, early 90s. That they weak, they through, they broken. No, they're a new beast. They're the end of your system. Bear feet. And it's funny because I was looking more into it because you know a bear has 4 feet, right? The Russians is going to be an instrument to end your system throughout the 4 quarters of the earth. So you through. Stomp you out. Like, get him out of here. I heard when Go Be a Minute, they start doing
It's
flat.
flat.
It's flat.
Through. Somersaults and shit like
That's what the nation do. Fly on, stomping the out, man.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion. Oh, I read that already.
Yep,
Like
yep.
it says, and the dragon gave him his power.
And the dragon gave him his power. Right? And that dragon going back to the 4th beast, Rome, the ancient Roman Empire. How did they move? They moved with the Senate. They had to agree on it. And then the military was sent out to quail and put down nations that didn't want to get Rome. Like on Spartacus, he said, the shadow of Rome is vast, and you shall yet see yourself die under. Because as long as you think back to your damn grandmother's time, this devil has been in power. Like, damn, like nobody can see past this demon. Just like Rome, like who could come up against the ancient Roman Empire? Their military might was unmatched. So NATO, spearheaded by America, was unmatched for a time. But now the Lord has lifted up these other nations with the same capability. Yep. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and the dragon gave him his power.
Gave him his power. That's going into the military might given of the EU nations. They were blessed with the sword, going back to what Isaac gave to Esau. He said, well, you're going to gain the world by the sword. Warfare. Go ahead, Doc.
And his seat and great authority.
And that same beast, the Roman Empire, they moved in the same fashion, gave him his seat, just like Rome was like untouched. Damn, they was just conquered. But what gave them their great authority before they really went and conquered the world, like the Romans did, was the Treaty of Rome. That's what gave them their great authority. The Treaty of Rome, that's what brought them all together. The economic community, the markets came together. We under you, America, and we need to combat the increasing movements of the Russians. That's exactly what it's been since the time. That's what that beast represents. And they just unveiled it at the UN, not knowing like, y'all through. That's an indicator you're done. You are through. So, if that brother's got any precepts?
If you still wanted that in the account with Mattathias?
Oh yeah, bring it up because somebody has to stand up and fight.
Yeah.
You know, because these ugly ass niggas, these false pastors is laying down. Ain't nobody, like, you see all this madness, where the fuck is the outcry at, man? God damn. But we crazy, we the crazy guys, you know? But we're the only ones that want peace. We want children to be safe, all right? We want, damn, a woman to be a woman, a man to be a man, damn cat to be a cat, a squirrel to be a squirrel, goddamn. Order!
That's right.
Order in the court!
That's right.
Order in the court! Hey, don't forget about the kingdom of heaven. God wills it! God wills it! And that's what they went to war. God wills it. Man.
That's right.
Go ahead, huh?
This is 1 Maccabees 2:39. Now when Mattathias and his friends understood hereof, they mourned for them right sword.
Oh man, because our people is through, man. You can see Jake is lost and through. He like, damn, like the old generation done, new generation more done. Like, damn. You like, the only hope you looking at the apostles like, man, somebody shit.
Had it not been for that small river,
small river, we would have been like
people are through.
and they're to Gomorrah, man. Oh, but what did the Russian choir sing?
Niggas are sleeping.
Niggas, you know, burn the land of the enemy. Niggas is sleeping.
I can't believe that's in they fucking song.
That's
bro.
beautiful, man. That's great,
That in a
man.
rap, man.
That's beautiful, man. That's hard, man. That's some hard lyrics, man. Go ahead.
Verse 40. And one of them said to another, if we all do as our brethren have done and fight not for our lives and laws against the heathen, they will now quickly root us
Out of the earth. They would quickly root us out of the earth, man, and we do not fight. And the Lord told us how to fight. Spiritually.
Hey, for now.
For now. Go ahead.
Verse 41. At that time thereof they decreed, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against him.
We gonna
That's
fight
right.
against their
That's
ass.
the Sabbath.
Neither will we die all as our brethren that were murdered in the secret place.
Right? Now read that last part from the top.
Verse 41. At that time thereof they decreed, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against
We
him.
gonna fight against it, man. But you got niggas lounging. Well, man, I was late today, you know. I can't come out. A fucking excuse after excuse after excuse. But you supposed to get your black self out here to the highways and the hedges. We bidding you to the marriage. But the Lord even said those that were bidding were not worthy. So no, run out there quickly and get anybody you can, the blind and the maid, so the Lord's wedding can be filled.
Because the Lord is doing, the Lord is, we're calling you people out, and the Lord's getting your mind right. We can't get your mind right. We can only tell you what's to come. The Lord's dealing, the Lord's, you got to be sincere, bro.
Right.
That's the key to the whole thing, is to be sincere to the Lord, because you know we fucked up, man.
Yeah.
We're in a bad case scenario.
And we need help.
The worst case scenario.
It's a lot. We need help. Go ahead.
Neither will we die all as our brethren that were murdered in the secret place.
Hey, because like Elijah has been revealed to get murdered and this, that, and the third, and they gave him the juice and he on it, and he dead. They murdering our people at an alarming rate, but they keeping it out of the news unless they want you to, oh, Young Dog, he threw, this other nigga, he threw Slim 400 and shit, he dead. Like, the niggas is getting, just dropping. But because our people don't know what's going on, but they do know.
They don't want to know.
But they don't want to know. Go ahead, huh?
It says in verse 42, then came there unto them a company of Assyrians who were mighty men of Israel, even all such as were voluntarily devoted unto the law.
Voluntarily devoted to the law. That's who's gonna come out like, man, this shit, man, I gotta deal with a fucking mole and this, fucking woman telling me what I'm gonna do at my. That's with those that are trouble, that's with us, because we gonna get ours, but the Lord gonna rate. The Lord already working, man. Like the Lord in the kitchen, let him cook.
Yeah.
He doing what he doing, man. But if you don't think nothing going on, ain't nothing going on. You been saying it because you ain't watching.
Right.
We watching. Things is happening.
You got to get out of that nonchalant in your own little world spirit. Oh, for real? Oh, all right.
On a fucking nigga shit, but then when your ass dead and brothers is eating, Lord willing.
Yep.
Oh, for real? Through? All right.
Yep.
Keep moving, man.
That same
we gonna have that same energy to you niggas, man. Go ahead. Huh? If you had something to say. Did you have something? Oh, okay, kind of.
It says, also all they that fled for persecution joined themselves unto them and were a stay unto them.
Hey, so our people that, there's hell everywhere, man. We ain't got nobody fighting for us, standing for us. But the men of the Lord is fighting and standing for our people, man.
Hey, look, when you think about it, that's how all of us brethren came together. We all came from different walks of lives, different cities, and just all came together in downtown LA or wherever we were, joined by this word.
Yeah,
we all fled different persecutions, hell we was catching. We all knew something was wrong. Like, nah, fuck that. Somebody got to stand up.
Yeah.
Something ain't right. Go ahead.
I made real quick. It said voluntarily
Devoted
devoted to the battle. That goes into that patience, which is the spirit of being willing to bear all adversity. So you got to. It's a spirit of being willing to this. Like, for example, the chastisements of the Most High, to take that cheerfully.
Right.
So being voluntary to this is also voluntarily putting yourself in hell, in adversity.
Right.
Making your body a living sacrifice.
There you go.
It's like when you sign up for Esau's military. You know the possibilities. You
You know
know.
what it is. Woo, you know what it
It's gonna
is.
break you the fuck down.
You already know what it is. Can you get a 2nd Ezra 13 about the chariot? Because the apostle went into this real quick, because it's like, how we gonna get out of here? We know nuclear war is coming, like fucking land's gonna be fucking on fire, destroyed. If you have a
And I'm glad you're bringing that up, because this goes to all them scoffers out there that come against us and say, oh, well, you talk about America going to be destroyed. How are you going to be saved? How are you going to get out there? Looking at it in a carnal sense. So I'm glad you're going
it's
into this.
spiritual, And this is what the apostle went into it. It says 25 Negro gospel songs that have their roots in slavery, right? And then we the Israelites, brother, like, whoa, like, hey, it says we all have our favorite Negro gospel songs, but did you know? Because this says black, I would say Negro, same thing. Plenty of these amazing songs have their roots in slavery. Many masterpieces originated on the southern plantations and were sung by slaves while they attended church and worked. It says their purpose was to uplift the spirit. We singing that new song.
That's right, brother. That's right.
It isn't cold and shit, like, you know, like, hey, the cherries fucked up. This devil don't know what the hell he talking about. He's crazy guys. But now he sees. It says express solidarity, tell stories, and yearn for freedom. Some tunes, also known as signal songs and map songs, right, included detailed and coded instructions that helped slaves travel to the north and escape enslavement. It says, among the countless traditional Negro gospel songs, here are just 25 that have their origins in slavery. And the first one is Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Now, can you bring that out in Edris? Starting from the top, and can a brother get Jude 14?
Second Edges 13. And it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof.
Now you gotta break that down, because you got clowns saying that that the Lord gonna come out the ocean or something like that. No, the sea is talking about outer space. Because here on the planet Earth, you got water in three forms. Let's go back to science class. You got water in three forms. Liquid, water you drink, bathe in, all that. And you have a solid form,
Ice,
ice.
yeah.
Go to the Antarctica or wherever the hell you want to go with ice. And you have it in the gas form, in space. That's where the Lord is going to come through the sea from outer space. And it's just like
still water.
yeah, it's still water. The Shemayim is heaven, which means the water.
Right.
So the Lord, and you know they call it a space ship. Yeah. Ship goes through the water and hits the shore and lands there.
Hey.
That's how the chariot gonna come into our atmosphere.
Even this air that we breathe is water, because oxygen is H, a hydrogen, 2O, and then 2 oxygens, and then the air is just oxygen.
Yep.
Water.
I got a quick precept going into the Negro
Spiritual. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 137, beginning at the top. This is just also go to show that the so-called Jews, okay, are not in the land now, but they're who we say they are, the so-called Negroes, okay? And the annotation in Psalm 137 says the bitterness of exile, okay? It says, by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down, yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
Hey, so Jake always been singing in slavery, man. It show you that on Prince of Egypt, like,
And Amistad.
you know, deliver us, you know. Jake was always singing like, hey, the hell out of here, but it's always cold. They always thought Jake was just, yeah, they just singing,
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? But we actually giving hope to Jake in a cold. Like,
Yeah, just listen to the lyrics of these so-called Negro spirituals. We're singing the things in Israel, not in Africa.
but we African though, huh?
If I could add to the scripture the brother just read, by the rivers of Babylon, the tribe of Benjamin, they have a reggae song going by the rivers of Babylon. You probably heard it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like a hit single, I think, back in either the late 60s or early 70s. I believe the Apostle Paul went into it.
Hey, and that's scripture too. Benjamin ravaging like a
As
wolf.
a wolf, because a wolf, when it howls, ain't just howling just to howl.
Right.
It's howling when it's cut off from the pack. Like, I'm here.
Right.
So Benjamin is howling to the rest of the tribe, like, come on, we
you
need to
notice
get.
these reggae songs are often spiritual, man. You know?
Talking about Babylon being destroyed. Fire upon Babylon.
Roll to the bloody city.
Mashatuck.
Yeah.
Mount Zion.
Yeah.
But real quick, this is Psalm 137, verse 3. It says, for there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Man.
How shall we sing Yahweh Shemashai's song in a strange land?
Man, and that's beautiful because they required of us to sing a song like, I was gonna hear something. Remember in the 12 years a slave?
sing a song.
Hey, remember they 12 years a slave woke them up and they start dancing and shit. But Jake we singing a song of your destruction, devil. Because he wants us to sing him a song. We'll sing you a song. He's singing you a song right now.
Yeah.
And you don't want to hear it. You want to delete the videos and terminate my nigga.
Yeah,
Right?
and it's funny, man, the truth that they show you in these movies and shows, and that show Underground when the so-called Negro slaves was escaping and they came across them Gadites, it made it look like they was about to have a conversation. And then the next scene, they were sitting there dancing and drinking together.
Yeah.
That's the Southern and Northern Kingdom, man.
Yeah,
You know?
beautiful, man. Beautiful. And it says, swing low, sweet chariot. It says, swing low, sweet chariot is a renowned call and response for Negro gospel songs in which the preacher sings the first line and the congregation responds. When a slave heard this tune, he would know that he had to be prepared for the big escape. Woo! So how are we going to escape? Babylon.
Hey, as a spirit, water responds to sound in songs.
Hey, but also too, the lyrics "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." The Negro slaves, they actually seen these things, man.
Yeah.
That's why they sang about them.
Yeah.
So the Negroes back in slavery knew that the chariots were for their salvation. And you got to remember, this is the time before the Wright brothers, man. So it wasn't no fucking airplanes flying. So what were they seeing? They were seeing the so-called flying rolls, the wheel within a wheel.
Hey,
It's in our spirit, man, to know that these chariots are for our salvation, man.